You ever have one of those moments where life just cracks open and you see everything differently? That's what happened to me, Sophie Harper, in a Manhattan penthouse worth more than most people's dreams, when a wine glass hit the floor and shattered my whole world. I was 24, drowning in my family's fortune, and I'd made an art out of breaking people mates, chefs, trainers, you name it, 37 of them in 2 years, gone, because I could. See, I grew up in this glittering cage marble floors, chandeliers that cost more than cars, paintings museums would kill for. My dad, William Harper, built an empire in finance and real estate, $500 million, give or take, but he didn't know how to love anything that wasn't a deal. Me? I inherited his knack for control, but I turned it into a game: find someone's weak spot, twist until they snap. The staff called me the Ice Queen behind my back, and I loved it. Until Mike Carter walked in. Mike was different. A 43-year-old widower, rough hands, thrift store jacket, driving a beat-up Toyota with 200,000 miles. He wasn't like the polished suits I'd chewed up before. He was a single dad, raising his 9-year-old daughter, Lily, in a tiny Brooklyn apartment that probably cost less than my monthly shoe budget. My dad hired him as head of security, but let's be real, was bait, someone to absorb my venom for a year, with a fat bonus if he survived. Spoiler, I didn't make it easy. First day, I hit him hard. Mike Carter, widower, 1 kid, credit score 640, PS 112 for Lily. Did I miss anything? I purred, circling him like a vulture in my $15,000 dress. Most people would have flinched, begged, or tried to charm me. Mike just looked at me, gray eyes steady, and said, "You've done your homework, Miss Harper." Now what? No fear, no groveling, just this quiet strength that threw me off. So I pushed harder. Breakfast had to be ready exactly 7 minutes before I walked in, not 6, not 8. I switched his security shifts to 18-hour marathons, threw a last-minute gala for 60 drunk socialites. Chaos was my weapon, but Mike? He handled it calm, efficient, like he was born to fix my messes. Then I got dirty. I dug up his past: his wife, Anna, killed in a car crash 3 years back. So I'd drop little bombs at dinner parties. God, Manhattan traffic's a nightmare, right? 1 second you're driving home, the next gone. I watched his jaw tighten, waited for him to crack. He didn't. He'd pour wine, nod, and keep going, like my cruelty was just noise. It pissed me off, but it also made me curious. Who was this guy? Everything changed when Lily got sick. Acute leukemia, caught early, but still a gut punch. I found Mike in the hospital waiting room, this unbreakable man looking like he'd aged a decade overnight. Without thinking, I jumped and called in favors, got Lily the best oncologists, private rooms, the works. My dad's connections opened doors, but for once, it wasn't about power. It was about this little girl with her gap-toothed smile, who called my penthouse a castle and asked why I lived there alone. "Isn't it lonely?" she said, and damn if that didn't hit like a freight train. Spending days at the hospital, reading to Lily, watching Mike fight for her, I started to get it. Love wasn't some grand gesture or a feeling you chaz at. It was showing up, day after day, even when it hurt. I fell for Mike, hard, not because he was a puzzle I couldn't solve, but because he showed me who I could be. So one night, in the hospital parking lot, I spilled my heart. "Mike, I love you, and Lily, I want us to be a family." His face softened, but his words cut. "Sophie, you're feeling the heat of this moment, but we're from different worlds. You're a Harper. I'm just a guy keeping my kids safe." He was kind, but firm. Our lives didn't fit. When Lily went into remission, I felt their joy, but I also knew our time was up. Mike took a new job, better hours for Lily's school schedule, and left. I moved out of the penthouse, started working with a nonprofit for families like theirs, real work, not just writing checks. It was messy, hard, but it felt right. 2 years later, Lily wanted her 10th birthday at my place. Watching her laugh in the garden, Mike smiling quietly, I realized I didn't need to have them to love them. Lily hugged me and said, "Dad says love doesn't shrink with distance." Kid was smarter than me. Now, I'm not the Ice Queen anymore. I'm still learning, still choosing to show up for others, not just myself. Mike and Lily taught me that love's about letting go, about wanting someone's happiness even if it's not yours. So, what do you think? Can love really bridge worlds that far apart? Or was Mike right to walk away? Drop a comment. Share your story. I am all ears.